is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback.
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
That gamble Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance.
Makes a grab for a big play. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's high. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and Fortnite. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. play of the period. First down here. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive.
He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leiter and Bush and Lindale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Pulls it in at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Right back to the well. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
A designed run for the quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Loss of 2.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick catch on 3rd down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Hicks. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The option look. Quick toss. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And the route is on.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's high. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. 1st down and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Runs through the tackle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
You gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
That's good for Fighting Texas A&M.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the tight end. He's got it on the right. Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense drags him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go! They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Texas Aggies.
Quick completion to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
3:25.
Flips it out to the back. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.